What is that called?
This is a hummingbird.
Oh my goodness.
What's
That is so cool.
This is a recap.
Oh, right.
I'm filming.
Oh, you're filming.
I'm filming.
Okay. All right. I gotta find my page.
Here's your page.
Thank you.
Okay, I was.
Is this a baby hummingbird?
This,
Or-
let me check. Yes, it is. In fact.
Wow.
This was born this year, and probably just left the nest a couple of days ago.
I think we got this. You wanna go? You're like, I'm never stopping it again.
Yeah, come here. Yeah, come here. Come here. Look at the bird in his hands. Come here. Hira.
When will you be back?
I'll see you Tuesdays.
Okay.
And
Good.
I stop. I have
You see that?
Wow.
Very sweet.
That's amazing.
This is the smallest bird, one of the smallest birds in North America. This is called an Allen's hummingbird. And they spend their winters down in Central America, and they spend their summers up here. So they migrate over 2,000 miles every year. This little tiny thing is amazing.
That flew 2,000 miles?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, this one didn't. This one's
Oh,
not
yeah.
here, but its mom did, definitely. All right. So, have you guys seen bird banding before? Do you know?
No.
No.
First time. This is our first time here.
All right. Well, welcome. Let me process this guy and let him go really quick because hummingbirds tend to stress out, and so I just want to get him out of here.
I was about to ask you that. These guys, they usually stressing out when they're not moving.
Not very badly, but if we hold on to them for too long, then they can.
When you blew on him, what were you looking for?
I'm looking for fat stores in the, just basically right here on the bird, the furcular hollow, and then also body molt, so if the bird's molting in new feathers. Every year they'll grow a whole new set of feathers. They'll replace all the feathers on their body. And so we can look for that and see where they are in that process.
How you catch them? Because they have to do.
We have giant nets.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're 12 meters long and 2 meters high.
Not very happy.
Well, would you be?
I guess that's the question.
We're blowing on you?
What's the bird that you have?
This is a rentit.
A rentin?
Rentit.
A rentit.
One word. Rentit.
So,
That's cute.
This one is a baby, right?
yeah, this one's a baby. So to weigh it,
Yeah.
set it like that.
Oh, wow.
3.2 grams.
Why does she not move?
They don't know what to do when they're upside down.
Wow.
Like, where do we go?
And
Is that with just hummingbirds or with most birds?
with a lot of birds, actually, they have never been in that position before, unless it's a cavity nesting bird, and then they just flip themselves over and take off. But yeah, a lot of birds have not been upside down, so they don't know
So you
how to
do
react.
that process pretty quick then. You have
Yeah.
to.
I never seen that. That's pretty cool. Huh?
Alright. Put these back on. These are all for the larger birds we catch, like the rentits.
Oh, you put them inside?
inside.
We put them in because they know a little bit better. They'll flip themselves over. What net was this? How we caught?
3B.
B 3. Alright.
How many birds do you guys process a day?
It really depends. In the beginning of the week we caught 60 birds, and yesterday we caught 20.
Wow.
So, it's really variable. Alright, this guy is good to go. So there's that bird going upside down. And you.
That was strange for him.
I'll let this bird go.
See? What does it matter?
Alright, let's go outside. Go out to the
Oh, let's go see that one real quick. Can I get this for? Let me get this for class real quick.
What about you?
Okay.
And I'm just gonna set it in your hands.
Va a volar, no le
And there it goes.
Wow.
right, so we have one more bird. Does somebody else want to help us release it?
And we get fallout.
Oh, it doesn't go back.
Oh,
It's
okay.
from net 2. Oh, yeah.
Is that fun?
Voting you in.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, guys, keep them kind of in front of you.
Yes. I was like, what?
We can take it out to your crossroads. So this bird has to be walked back towards the net a little bit because these guys have very strong territories. And so if we let it go from here, it would have to go through a bunch of other birds' territories before it got back to its own. And that could potentially increase the amount of stress that the bird goes through. So we're just going to put it in a bag and take it back to the net.
So would the other birds attack him?
Yeah, it would. They would try and defend it because the bird is moving through their territory and they don't want him in there.
So this place is excellent.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We get to play with birds all day. Would you like to see a net? Would you like to see what we catch them in?
I think that's where we're going next.
Okay, with Tim?
With Tim.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we have all the bands on the walls have 9-digit numbers on them. And each of those numbers uniquely identifies the bird that we put the band on. So when we let the bird go, if, for instance, someone up in San Francisco recaptured it, they'd read the band number and say, hey, you know, the people down in Bigsur banded this bird. Pretty cool. They'd tell us, and they'd tell the bird banding lab in DC, and that's an interesting piece of information because we know the bird moved from here up to San Francisco. And actually, if you want to come back in, there's a poster on the wall here. Which is kind of interesting. So go behind you.
Sorry.
And this poster is a diagram of where birds that we banded have been recaptured. So you can see this is the Big Sur and then San Francisco Bay area up here, Monterey Bay here. So we have a whole bunch of birds that were recaptured kind of right in this area. It's probably within 100 miles or so. But then, when you zoom out a little bit, we've got 2 Lincoln sparrows that went all the way up to Alaska from here.
Wow.
Right? And they were captured, luckily they were captured up in Alaska. We had a Swainson's thrush that ended up in Mexico, and we banded it here. So you can get some really amazing information just by banding these birds and letting them go and then have other people catch them. Now, this is about 50 birds. We have over 100,000 capture records. And only 50 of our birds have ever been caught anywhere else. So it's not very efficient. So this is more of a kind of byproduct of, it was bird banding originally started because of this question, where do they go? And it turns out that you need a lot more than just bands to figure it out. You need things like radio telemetry. You need to actually be able to track the birds and go with them as they fly around. So we focus instead on more things like habitat quality and how the bird's body condition is and whether their populations are increasing or decreasing with weather conditions, with habitat, with various other sites. So we look at a lot more things, all the measurements that we take. And now we don't have any birds, so I can't actually show you anymore.
Those are the bands on the wall?
But yeah, these are all the bands on the wall. So we've got really small bands and really large bands for all the different sized birds that we catch. And we catch quite a variety of different birds here. And so you can see how if we put a band like this on a very small bird, it would just fall right off. It wouldn't have any effect at all. And each of these bands has a 9-digit number on it that's different from any other 9-digit number out there. So we can know exactly what record it is when we recatch it. Do you guys have any questions about bird banding? About
That's
other
cool,
things?
yeah. It's awesome.
Thanks for doing this for us.
Oh yeah,
Thank
sure.
you very much.
Thank you.
Cool.
It's awesome.
You guys ready to head out?